Oh yeah, Abe. Okay, the artist-based entertainment. And this is what's nice. These kids, they're runaways. They picked up a phone anywhere USA, or if the program's going on in their country, anywhere in the world, literally, and said, "Look, I'm a runaway. I'm an adolescent. I need help. Can you come and get me?" And we'll come and get them. We'll come and get them. So the bases are going to have a music department. Of that, 20% of that 5%, $372,827.81 is supposed to go to that music department. $50,000 of it is supposed, at the most, up to $50,000 for a music director for the department. Then there's an audio department, same budget, 20%, and that goes for digital filmmaking, for stage building props, and let's just go ahead and do those real quick. Basically, the idea is that each one of these groups, each base, wants to be able to record, film, edit, and literally make the staging for up to 5 stages for their base at any one time for the League of Rockers and the World Bowl of Rock and Roll, which we'll get into. Every year, these kids have an incentive. They've got something to do. And this is an after-school project that goes with the Jumpstart project. We were just looking at the violent kids. Well, these are more of the non-violent kids, the kids that, they're performing arts kind of kids. They're not looking at climbing ropes or, joining the service or anything like that. These are kids that want to be actors. Then we go down to Thespians. It includes dance. They better know their makeup, cosmetics, and everything. Whoever gets hired for this job, it's $40K per base, one Thespian teacher, and they better have it down packed. And that's basically the money. And theirs comes in at a 10% budget, or $186,413.91. The music department, the audio and all that, they're to use their extra monies beyond their base salaries to, of course, buy equipment and stuff for these kids. Come on. Then there's the martial arts aspect. Chuck Norris, I know that you want this. I know you want this, and so do most teachers. I'm thinking Wing Chun Do, Taekwondo, including Master Shin and Grandmaster Shin, believe it or not. Master Na, a lot of them. I can think of a lot of them. Karate, Humring Do, Aikido, Kenpo. We need to get martial arts instructors on the base. So for a basic base martial arts instructor, $40K is what this budget comes down at. And this martial arts budget is going to be augmented in a moment. Once again, $40K for the teacher, instructor, $186,413.91 total for the department, so they have plenty of money for equipment, and as time comes along, each will have a little bit of money to buy another master, maybe get 2. But you have to remember that we're talking about multiple bases here. So if you throw in 4 bases, you only have $26,000 left over divided by 4 bases, because 4 at $40K is $160. Okay, moving on. Athletic competitions entertain. Absolutely. Including myself. I'm fat. I used to be a jock. I had an .870 batting average and broke a world record in 1977. I can prove that to you. No kidding. And look at me. I'm a mess. And so is America's children. America's children are a total mess. Boy, we're fat. What is it? 1 in 4 would now be rejected for military service if they applied. That's bad. Okay, so we're going to try to get these kids to chalk out beyond the Jumpstart program with the military, beyond the Jumpstart program with the whole music thing and the World Bowl of Rock and Roll. These games will come in at the same time the World Bowl of Rock and Roll comes in. They're all kind of like a giant carnival complement to each other. Once again, we're looking at 5% of that 20% or $1,864,139.06 annually to pay for this. We're talking about general athletics, getting a male and female coach, male and female assistant coach. Head coach is up to $30K, assistant coach is up to $25K. Then comes water sports, and I'm not talking about just swimming, but rescue. We're going to talk about rescuing. Boating is in there, sure. I'm sure someone could throw some fishing in there if they wanted to. But the idea is to teach them water rescue, most of all, how to survive out there. Male, female teacher to $30K apiece, male, female assistant to $25K. Mountaineering. We've got to get these kids in shape, even if it's just to walk them up the hill. I know how my cardio is, and it's bad. It's real bad. I've actually had a myocardial infraction. So I'm concerned about the kids. And these are kids, once again, that don't have the normal life. You know, they're living on a base or living on a farm. So we've got 2 mountaineer coaches, 1 male, 1 female, and 2 assistants to $25K. The actual main coaches are $30K. Then one cycling coach to $40K. Then we go back into the martial arts. We have 3 masters to $40K. So once again, we're augmenting this. We want to get martial arts instructors on every base as soon as possible. And it's just one of the after-school curriculums. See, by having them go to normal school during the day and then after school to jump start, we're accelerating their learning. What else are they going to do? Go hang in the streets? Go hang out in the base? Hey man, can I get shorts off your cigarette like Job Corps? No, we're going to keep these kids busy, make them productive citizens, overproductive citizens. And we're going to let them go at their own pace. Very important. Accelerated learning takes place at its own pace. Okay. Junior Olympics. I had to read that myself. I can't read my own writing. 3 coaches for Junior Olympics. 1 regular coach. Actually, 3 regular coaches in this case. Probably 1 male, 2 females. Who knows? It depends on the makeup or the sexual makeup of the base. But basically, there's money for 3 of them. You're looking at a budget for each one of these folks of $279,620.86 annually. That's 15% of the 5% that's right here. So out of whatever's left over after paying the coaches off goes to the programs themselves, basically. And of course, the rest goes into a kitty. There's one last section here, and then we're getting ready to move on in a very big way. Maintenance. Can't forget our maintenance, folks. Now, can we? 1 head maintenance person to $50K, 2 assistants to $25K each. At 10% of that 5% comes into $186,413.91 a year. After salaries are paid, the rest goes into the budget to be controlled by the head of maintenance. For all the janitors out there, I didn't forget about you. Mr. Roper, I didn't forget about you. I remember you, man. And this is it in a nutshell. We're going to get these bases up and running for all these kids that don't have other options. We're going to get them off the streets and keep them off the streets, turn them into productive Americans, and get them moving forward with their lives. And that includes the illegal immigrants that are, children of illegal immigrants, for example, the anchor children. We're going to send their folks back or send them to prison one way or the other. But we want their folks to know that we're also going to take care of them, too. This isn't just dropping them off in an orphanage. This is dropping them off to a future.